recognize this chord changes. This is the intro to a great song by Oasis, Wonderwall. And this is how the song goes. I'm going to lay out the intro and the verse, which are exactly the same changes, but what you'll notice about this song is the E minor 7th, which is the first chord. Sounds like that. It's a straight up E minor. So you got the first finger on the second fret of the A string, second finger on the second fret of the D string, open G. Now, what you can do is hit the third fret of the B string with your third finger, and the third fret of the high E with your pinky. Okay? And that's going to stay throughout all the changes of the songs. They're going to stay glued down, that sound, and you'll hear what I mean in a sec. There's your first chord, E minor 7th. Now go to a G. You know that one by now. And then here we're going to go to a D sus4. And the way that works is all you got to do is go from your G chord and then just move your index finger to the second fret on the G string. Again, keeping these right where they're at, so they stay glued down. So once again, the G to the D sus4. And then the last chord that takes place in the verse changes is a A7th sus4. And all you're doing is moving from the second fret of the G string with your first finger and just move up to the second fret of the D string. You can let that A note ring out, or that A string, I should say. Because you should note that we're capoed on the second fret here. You probably noticed that. So that's ground zero. So all the chords I'm calling out have to do with the capo being, ground zero for what we're doing. Okay? So now we've done the verse changes, right? So E minor, G, D. Those are the verse changes. Then now we're going to do the pre-chorus. It goes C, D, E minor. Now this is a C sus2, but again, it's just for your purposes, it's the same as the G. You just move those fingers up to the A and the D string. So a 3-2, open G, and again those two notes, those stay, and then to the E minor. So C sus 2 to the D to the E minor. Again, C, D to E minor. C, D, does that 3 times, and on the third one you walk down the G. So you go from the third to the second fret with the second and first finger. Got it? To the E minor. And that's used in a million different songs. Good thing to know. So a little walk down. Okay. And then it goes to the A. Now it goes to the chorus. Now the chorus is where it introduces a new pattern. It's the C to the E minor to the G. To G. Back to the E minor. Wanna be the one. C. Saves me. E minor. G. Back to E minor. After all, C. E minor. G. Back to E minor. You're my Wonderwall. C. E minor. G. Okay? Just like the intro. Nice and smooth. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the strumming. Feel that? Catch the groove, make it swing, London style. E minor, G to the D to the A. Just keep repeating that. Let's go to the pre-chorus, shall we? I'm going to right, C, D, E minor. 3, this is 3 times. C, D, E minor. Short names for the chords. C, D. Let's walk that G down. And to the A. Set up the chorus. Let's do the chorus. C, minor, G, C, minor, G, to C, minor, G. You're my wonder. So those are the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus to Wonderwall. And you know, one thing I would say on this song, what I do is sometimes if I'm doing it with a band or even with a couple guitar players, I'll hunker down on that E minor and do a little palm mute with my right hand, right here, and I'll just lay that across the strings. And right before I start singing, after that big intro, because it really swings hard on the intro, you know, you get that. And then come down. That's an option. I like that. Get a little dynamics going. Today's gonna be the day. Really make it. Now this is a great song to do as a sing-along, you know, around the campfire or just sitting around with some guitars and a bunch of people in a room. Really fun. Outside. You can really get after it. Look at it. Have fun with it. You can even get dramatic. See, I'm palm muting. And then swinging to the chorus. Or with your second and, third and pinky. You can do it like that too, but it's a little harder. If it's more comfortable for you, it's cool. Finally, I'm just going to say, if you're having trouble with these chords, you can just do it with really simple versions of it. And I've seen some lessons with that, with just an E minor with no, you know, no seventh, no high G or no high third fret, and that would look something like this. Just an E minor, G. You kind of got to get that A. You got to get that sus in there. The 7th sus, yeah. So that's the sus4, but you got to get that in there. So if for some reason this is hard for you, just do instead of doing all these, just do an E minor, G, D. But it's kind of easy to go from the D to the A sus4, 7. Because you've already got your third finger on the 3rd fret in your D chord, right? So you're okay there. You got that going on. And even if you can't get this, you can still get this. Don't even worry about that high E. And then just move that first finger to the 2nd fret of the D, and you're home. Okay? So that's just a final tip there. So the muting thing, and then the simple version of those chords. Big E minor 7th, and the G, G's a G, and then the D sus4, and the A7 sus4, and then the C you can do as a regular C. It doesn't have that same magic though, so if you can do this, let those ring out throughout, it's really a defining characteristic of the song. Yeah, it just rings out throughout the song. And that's the hypnotic quality of Wonderwall. All right, I hope you enjoyed that, and hit me up at jimmydillon.com with any requests or any comments you got. We'll see you down the road.